It's a very good evening to you. It's just me, Scottie McCLUE, Saturday night, 9 o'clock sharp. Nothing gets past me. And we are live. And you should know all about it because I sent lots and lots of little notes to you. Well, two anyway. So there you are. So that's rather good. So welcome, welcome. I hope you have had a lovely week and that you are ready for a bit of chit-chat. And if you're wondering what this is all about, that's really all we do. We get together on a Saturday night for an hour worldwide and have a bit of a chat. And you can tell 10 to tell 10 to tell 10 about Scottie McCLUE live just for you saying DINKY-DOO. We're on the YouTube channel, of course, so do come and join us there. Lovely to have you with us. And you should be getting a notification. So there you are. Phil's just joined us. Welcome, Phil. Lovely to have you with us. Remember to tell me where you're watching from. That's what it's all about. We like to know wherever it is based and wherever it is watching from. And we will discuss tonight what you think about the timing for tonight's chat. Hi, Scottie says EI. Hello, EI. Is all with you? And we could have EIO. I listened in HMP Walton, 2001 every night. Shani, welcome, welcome, I say to you. How lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO. Remember, no names, guys. So very important. No names, no pack drill. That sort of idea. Good evening from the wonderful Derbyshire. Much respect to Mr. McCLUE. Roy Michael. Much respect to you, I say, in the wonderful Derbyshire. Numpty, Scottie, I'm here. Numpty, I should think so. Were you there at 9 o'clock sharp? That's what we want to know. Morning, Lord Duke of the Dundee. Good morning, Tam. Thank you very much for your heart me. That is just amazing. Now, here we go here. Kareem's with us. DINKY-DOO, how are you? Absolutely lovely to have you with us, Kareem. Welcome, welcome, I say to you. Very, very important. Good evening, everybody. Good evening, Susan. Lovely to have you with us. Guys, remember, if you're on the YouTube channel, go down. Thumbs up, bottom left of the picture, and get us going there. Scottie, did you go to university? I did, Lily. I went to the finest university in the world. I went to Glasgow University. There I am there, you'll see. Lord Reith the Labrador. Greenock Morton's 150th anniversary today. There we are. 1-2-0. 2-0, did you? 2-0. Oh, Wraith Rovers at home. Class atmosphere from the Ton. Mon the Ton. The Greenock Morton. We love it. Everybody's chatting away there on the YouTube first class. The wife loves Scotland. Give Jenna a shout out, says PJ. Now, PJ, tell me all where you're watching from. That's where the big buzz is for everyone. We never stroll, we never troll on Scottie McCLUE, because this is TikTok's top talk show. Try saying that with a refreshment, I tell you. So there we go. So we'd like to know where you're watching. If the wife loves Scotland, PJ, does that mean that you're not in Scotland? Oh, wow, says Lily. We need to get you on the radio again, pal. Tam, we need to get McCLUE on the wireless at nights. Yes, I think so. I think we should ask. We should do a bit of lobbying. It's wonderful stuff. What degree do you have? I have an arts degree in dramatic arts. Evening, Scottie. I hope you're well, sir. We're absolutely fabulous new indoors. How lovely to hear from you and a big DINKY-DOO. That is fantastic. Thank you for my lovely red roses. Guys, I've set a little goal on the TikTok tonight. Now, you never, ever have to give McCLUE a thing. But I would quite like to. I'm saving up for a new camera. Don't tell the camera. Hiya. I don't want the camera to know, because it's doing a good job. We want a new camera. And if anybody's feeling flush, we're not monetized on the YouTube, but if you click the links at the top, you can buy me a pie. Yes, on the GoFundMe. Dutton V11. Edinburgh here, Scottie. Good evening, Dutton. How lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO, you are Dutton the 7th. But I've put a goal up and I've put one Paris, which is 15,000. Now that's if somebody was very, 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 very flush. Otherwise, just ignore that and send me a few red roses. That's all we need. My team won 6-3 today, Scottie, says Arm. Yes, who is your team, Arm? DINKY-DOO from Westwood to Hollywood. JD, how lovely to have you with us. And DINKY-DOO, they're all watching in Hollywood. This is big, I tell you. Fantastic. If you're watching on the YouTube channel, please do subscribe. We want to get the subscribers up. Do you know, 1.5 million people have watched that YouTube channel. 1.5 million in the last 28 days. And I'm stuck with, I think it's 15,000 subscribers. What? So if 1.5 million visit you, why do they not just click subscribe? It's free. Just a click, subscribe, and we would have 1.5 million subscribers. I tell you. So there we go. That's what it's all about. Oh my goodness. Look at all these red roses. Thank you so much. Naughty. Don't bankrupt yourself with them all though. There we go. Now, who else have we got here? Listening away to the gaffer, says Kareem. Ah, yes, Kareem, fantastic. Now, tell me more, Kareem. You're very, very sophisticated with the equipment. You can get this in your car, is that right? And people can cast it onto their televisions. We love that. This is huge, guys, huge. Right, get back on Scott FM. Unfortunately, Scott FM no longer exists. I think it's a music channel. I tell you. I'm watching from Greenock, says Mason. DINKY-DOO Mason. We love Greenock. Greenock should be the financial capital of the world and should be just falling down with money and jobs. That's what we need. We need some more. There's oil in the Clyde. Get drilling. I'll tell you what was worrying me. We're closing down. We closed our last coal-fired power station the other day. Now, I'm not political, as you know, but I would put these things in mothballs. I would have done the same with Long Annet, because almost every other country in the world are building, yes, wait for it, you've guessed it, oh, I can't get one over you, coal-fired power stations. So there you have it. Scottie, easy link on the TV. Everyone should do it. Yes, get McCLUE on your televisions and shout out, Alexa, Scottie McCLUE talk show on YouTube. Did you like the way I articulated that? I tell you. Get following, guys, as soon as you can. Lots to do here. You're my favourite TikToker, Scottie. Freya, you are very kind. Would you visit Noida, says Onion Badgie. Now, Onion Badgie, you're in Australia. Why do you ask that? Because I would love to visit Noida, and I might do that. I loved listening to Mr. McClue's late night phone-in. Very educational program. Hallam FM radio. Wonderful nights. Right, Michael. What a wonderful station that is. Hallam FM. Good evening, everybody. It's Jerry. #1 van driver in Scotland and the West. Jerry, you are indeed. And love to you. And to the cat. And to Coco. Yes, indeed. Good evening, Jerry. Absolutely, everybody. Get chit-chatting as soon as you can. So, Noidert. Now, what's happening with Noidert? Was there not going to be a community buyout? I'm watching from Northern Ireland, says PJ Henry. PJ, which part of the Emerald Isle? We should be told. We love it. Good evening, everybody. Evening, Scottie. I play the bagpipes. Well, come on and play them. Give us a call. There we go. Follow us as soon as you can. It's not the same when you're not on the radio. I know what you mean, Tam. I wonder if it's not fair to have the people having to look at me when they could be listening. Do you see what I'm saying to you? They could be listening. Yes, another great show. Always a good show, Jerry. So many good people like yourself tuning in, intelligent people, highly intelligent, quality comments. Off we jolly well go. Anne says, you are my idol, Scottie. You're very kind. That's idol. I'm not your idol. IDLE. Get it? I do no work. Tommy has shared. Guys, get sharing as soon as you can. Get tap, tap, tappity, tap. Let's see how many hearts we can get tonight. 41,000 we once got in an hour. I love it. What about that? An hour's pop-up. 41,000 hearts. Welcome, welcome, everybody. George the Third has joined us. You can't beat a George the Third. Tom from Belfast has not been on for a few weeks. I think he was on holiday, Susan, was he not? Did he not say he was going to America? JT has just sent me red roses, guys. There's a wee goal there, but don't feel you have to give. And watch, there's one at 15,000 coins, whatever that is, I tell you. Share as soon as you can. Get clicking on the thumbs up. Left-hand side of the screen every day. Come on, thumbs up, thumbs up, thumbs up. Let's go. Get sharing as well. Kilsyth Athletic, we love it. Kilsyth. Used to go to the Highland Games, and they had one of the great bands was Kilsyth Colliery. Amazing, I tell you. Smile and be grateful's just joined us. Lovely to have you with us. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Tom's away on holiday, says Amy. He's away with Dick and Harry. Tom, Dick and Harry. How's the weather in Scotland? Queen Anne inquires. Well, not too bad. We've been dry today, thank goodness. For a wee change, you know. But as you know, in Scotland, you can get all the seasons in the one day. Scottie, please shout out my mate, Big Show. Yes, Big Show I shall do. What happened to the radio shows you had? Well, we did 30 years of it. And nowadays, I think they just go for music. I don't know if it's because it's cheaper or because the new breed of programmer doesn't understand talk radio. You know, it might well be something like that. The phone doesn't ring as often as it did. Well, with radio stations trying to get hold of Scottie McCLUE. Come on, Dundee United, says Cameron. Cameron, are you up in the Dundee? Ken, aim stirring. Aim off for a bear. Now, who else have we got here on the YouTube channel? I tell you. Give it a shot, YouTube, Scottie McCLUE Talk Show. Radio Legend, says John. John, you are very kind. I tell you, DINKY-DOO. Now, who else have we got here? Come on, tell us where you're watching from. Love Juice says Oiled Up. Scottie, please shout out my mate, Big Show. We've just shouted Big Show out. Scottie, thoughts on the surrender of the Indian Ocean Territory? I don't know because I haven't looked into the finances, but usually if Britain gives up a country, it's because it's not profitable to them. That's why Westminster really can't give up Scotland, because Scotland, you know, has got 10% of the population, and we provide well over a third of the goodies. Keeps Westminster rich, robbing Scotland blind. Very nice today. I was in Glasgow city centre, says Amy. That would do you a lot of good. I tell you, we like Glasgow city centre. I was thinking about all the famous shops in Glasgow. Names. I'd give you a real rose if I could. Oiled Up. You're so lovely. Thank you very much. That is very kind. A real rose. Oh my goodness me, it's very moving. I remember your interview with John Myers. Oh, John, was he not amazing? He wasn't having any nonsense. What's the cap? Is it military? Well, it's a Glengarry, and the military wear them, as well as Scottie McCLUE. I love you, Scottie DINKY-DOO. They're all doing Scottie McCLUE impersonations. I think you make a great First Minister, Scottie. Scottie will lead Scotland. I say to you, Scottie, numpty heed. My problem, as you know, is I have a tendency to tell the truth. And if I was standing up and I had to be quiet, it might be because somebody said, you can't tell them the truth. You'll need to tell them something else. No, I'm not doing that. I'll keep quiet. So say, ladies and gentlemen, Scottie McCLUE, First Minister, and I go like this. And then I go, that's my answer, presiding officer. I tell you. What's going on at St Enoch's Centre Energy? A massive crowd of teenage girls gathered outside one of the shops. Well, I wasn't in, Amy, so I don't know why they've done that. You know, I can remember opening the Forge Market, and oh, the crowd. I'd never seen anything like it. And we had to tell them to go to another door, otherwise I would have been squashed. I had to tell them I had my hamster in my pocket, and they backed off a wee bit. Hi, Scottie, you still teaching? Not right now, I tell you. Now, what have we got? Scottie, are you available to do an after-dinner speech down at the Greasy Spoon? Numpty head, you know me. I very often do an after-dinner speech when I've been at the Greasy Spoon, just to thank everybody, the waiters and the waitresses. See, I've done a bit of waiting table in my time. It didn't pay a lot of money, but I was putting food on the table, you know. So I tell you that. I remember you on Scott FM, says Craig. Those were wonderful nights. I loved listening to you every night while I drove my black cab in Edinburgh. You kept me laughing all night. Well, we did have a lot of fun, Craig. Let's have it straight. The Scottie McCLUE phone-in tends to, what can I say? It tends to dissolve into fun and laughter somewhere along the way. We had a ball. We did have a ball. And I can remember people complaining about me. Going, I mean, the way he talks to me is shocking. And it's a great programme if they got a decent presenter. And they used to go on like this, you see. And I remember this girl saying, hey, can I just speak on behalf of Scottie? The guy's having a ball. And so are we. Can we not just leave it at that? Lovely, lovely. Early woke culture, that's right, Craig, yes indeed. Freshers Festival at St Enoch today. There's your answer. Jerry, you are some man. Your intel is incredible. Your ear is to the ground. My old friend used to wind me up. He used to say, keep your ear to the ground, and I would tell him stuff that he got absolutely blown away. How do you know that? Wonderful stuff, I tell you. Oh, here's a beauty, guys. This is a message from TikTok that says, some comments in this live were filtered to protect the community experience. This is beautiful. Thank you, TikTok. What they've done is just flung any wee trolls award doon the Swanee. Is that not lovely? Well, guys, I've popped up, by the way, the Pride of Miss Jean Brodie. You'll see it on the YouTube channel. I tell you, where's the Scottie McCLUE merch? Well, Craig, we haven't done merch yet. What do we have? We had the Scottie McCLUE badge, but we haven't enough to do merch. When I get 1 million followers, we'll do merch. Okay, deal? Deal. Deal, I tell you. University Freshers Week, yes. Scottie, who's the best Scottish singer? Says Ali. Lewis Capaldi or Andy Stewart? Well, Andy sadly is no longer with us. Lewis is, and he is an outstanding singer. Absolutely, but Andy Stewart was a great singer. If you see Andy Stewart performing, if you can see a wee video, a YouTube, great wee guy. You know, and I worked with Andy Stewart. I got to work with Andy. Incredible. So there you are, you see. I'm not just an athlete, I tell you. Yes, absolutely, freshers. Now, that's when all the students are fresh. Who have we got here? The Scots Guards. Thank you, sir. Sir, we salute you. Oh, there we are, I tell you. Donald, where's my trousers? Where's your trousers? I've just come down for the early sky. I'm no very big enough for shy. Lassie shout when I go by. Donald, where's your trousers? There we are. All right, I thought it was some teen idol, considering it was mostly teenage girls. That was somebody from a boy band, you know. I remember an ex, he's not there now as far as I know, but he was the head of Radio 1. And I was speaking at a national radio conference. And he came in. And I thought, oh my goodness, what's he doing here? Head of Radio 1 come to hear Scottie McCLUE speak. And of course it was because I had such a massive youth following. I tell you, and I still say to people on the internet, you know, they'll put up something and there might be a swear word in it, and I'll say, if you can drop the swearing, we can repost this. And they do, they're not. What's wrong with swearing and all that? They don't think. I think maybe instead of all the stuff that they're making illegal, I think they should say to the media companies, have a filter in for swearers. There shouldn't be any swearing. I like your films loaded up on the YouTube, Scottie. Amazing. Do you like them, Jerry? I've chosen them very, very carefully. And by and large, they do all right. I tell you. What have we got here? Hang on, somebody's calling. Hello, you're live on Scottie's phone in. Who's that?
Hiya, Scottie. It's me, Glenn. How you doing?
Glenn, love. How are you? We haven't heard from you for years.
But it seems a long time. It's coming to that time of year again, isn't it? Where's time going?
Where's time going? What's happening? What's world coming to?
Scottie, Sunday, Christmas period again, won't it?
Hey, and Hogmanay Bash?
Definitely.
Now, first things first.
I think as soon as you get older...
Yeah, go on.
When you get to other side, like, say you get to 40 and whatnot, time seems to just go faster, doesn't it?
Hey, you wait till you get a little bit more than that. I think I could almost give you double 40.
With VAT, Scottie, on top of that.
A little bit of that on the top of that, love, I'll tell you.
Absolutely, yeah.
Now,
you'll keep it anyway.
Well, I'm not too bad. I've not been well, as you probably heard. My chest.
Briefly, yeah.
I kissed a whistle, so I couldn't really catch my breath, you know what I mean?
Right.
I think I'd picked up... No, it's a virus I'd picked up. I think I'd attacked my lungs.
All right.
You know, and
for quite a while on.
Yeah. I said to somebody, I said, listen, I had one that attacked me joints, and now I've got one that attacked me lungs, so I can't talk and I can't walk. Apart from that, I'm fine.
You make a negative out. You turn a positive into. You make a positive out of a negative.
You have to. We haven't time for any negatives. God, the people morning. And what I do is I've uploaded some brilliant movies on the YouTube channel, right? And everybody's loving them. But you'll always get one person complaining, can't hear it, don't like this movie.
It don't satisfy somebody.
No. So what we do is we give them a lifetime ban, and we never hear from them again. Now,
it's ridiculous.
Very, very important. I need you to tell me, how are the little ones doing?
Absolutely brilliant, to be honest, yeah.
Right, so we must be talking, what, 2 and 3 now?
She's coming up to 3. She's 3 in January, the other one's 2 in May.
Oh, gee. Isn't it wonderful? And you'll be a great dad, and you've got a great mum.
Terrible tools, isn't it, Scottie?
Hey, brilliant. We love it. And I mean, it's incredible. You phoned me the night she was born.
I did, yeah. I can't believe, Scottie, like I said, I can't believe our time's just...
How's this going?
But my partner took photos on YouTube, and not on YouTube, on TikTok, and the photos on the phone, and we're looking back at when she was a baby, and you're thinking, crikey, where's all this time going?
Where's the time going, love? Now, also, how are you keeping?
I'm not doing too bad. My mum's still up and down with her mental health
Right.
and whatnot, but...
You tell your mum I'm asking for her. Say, Scottie McCLUE says dinky-doo, ma'am.
When I go back to Sheffield, I'll pass my regards on to her for
Do
definitely,
that.
yeah.
Do that, love. Now, listen, I'm not going to chat because they're all going daft here, but we'll
She has carers in 4 times a day, Scottie, anyway.
It's tough going, love, but well done.
She's an independent woman, though.
Oh,
Scottie.
yes.
She likes to keep her independence.
Oh,
It's
she'll
just-
tell them. She'll tell them what to do. Don't you
As you
worry.
get older, your brain's not as active as it used to be, is it?
Correct. And mine had to be
gotta-
pretty active on that phone in, I'll tell you, with you lot.
Absolutely, Scott. You're a legend anyway, top man anyway, Scott.
Hey, love you to bits. Take care of
Love you,
yourself.
Scott. Take
Stick
care,
your
big
tongue
man.
out and say ta-ta.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. That is our wonderful Glenn. And just a very quick call. We don't do the long calls because you're not used to it, I've noticed. And what happens is, same with the movies. People have got a very limited lifespan. I put a beautiful movie up today last week, Ring of Bright Water, about the otter, Midge. Remember that one? Gavin Maxwell. And it's a stunning movie. And somebody said, oh, I've watched it. What's happening? And I thought, you've got to give things time. Give them time. So there you are. Hello, what's your view on The Who and their view for the world? Well, Robin, where would I start? I would say, who? My third great uncle was a piper on the Scottish Horse, shot and killed in 1917. You may have known your grandfather Lee, he would have. Because my grandfather, as you know, was a cavalryman and a piper with a Scottish Horse. What's your favourite type of sausage? Well, I do like the lawn, I have to say. And I like a bit of Cumberland, I have to say. You know, so there you go. Guys, has everybody given us a thumbs up down at the bottom of the YouTube picture? Thumbs up. All right, we're not monetized on YouTube at the moment. The Who are a great band, says Amy. Craig says, I love a lawn. A lawn in a nice Scottish morning roll with a dash of the brown sauce or the tomato sauce. Well, you say tomato, I say tomato. There we are. Stornoway black pudding's nice, Scottie. Jerry, do you put the black pudding on a roll? Or do you have it on your plate with maybe a wee fried egg? Bit of bacon. Stop! Brown sauce, yes. Yes, I think. Now, who's up for brown sauce? Who's up for red sauce tomato? Right? Let's start getting this in. Tell us where you're from. I cannot lecture you all enough until I say it's me from, and I like the brown sauce or the red sauce. It was a pleasure talking to Scottie. Glenn, it's always a pleasure, and please don't think I was cutting it short, for anything you'd said. I just have to take the call shorter now because the TikTokers tend to go, what's this? All that sort of idea, because if you're talking to them, you would tap them. You see, and get them in. Yes, a Morton's crispy roll, lawn sausage, tatty, scone, and brown sauce. Murray, let's have it straight. I couldn't have put it better myself. And stop going on about it, or I'll be wanting one. Amazing to know, eh? Have you been to Dunkeld Museum? Yes, Lee. Long time ago. I've actually got a Scottish horse tie. And you'll see me wearing it when I'm laying the wreath at Remembrance. I've got the big British winter warm coat on and a Scottish horse tie for my grandfather. So there you are. Yes, the Dunkeld Museum of all the archives of some amazing pictures of the pipe band from that time. If you like, I'll send you on TikTok. Lee, do please. I would love that. Wishing you good health and happiness, Scottie, from a warm, sunny Portugal. Now, Kathy, where are you? Are you in the Algarve? because I've been, right? There we are. Where did I go in the Algarve? Glenn's laughing here. My great uncle was a trooper, Charles Taylor Lee. How amazing. The Scottish horse, yes. Now, the Scottish horse, one of the great officers was Lieutenant Colonel Campbell Preston, RMT Campbell Preston, Robert Moden Thornton. Yes, Bobby, great guy. So there we are. Which museum's better, Kelvin Grove in Glasgow, the Museum of Scotland in Edinburgh? Amy, it's not a question of being better. Any museum, wonderful. People do a fabulous job, and we love it. Let's have it straight. Jerry's advertising here. He goes, Daddy's brown sauce. Is there a Mammy's brown sauce? I'll tell you what you can have in Sheffield, and Glenn will know what I'm talking about. Henderson's relish. Oh, I tell you, I don't have a McCLUE what he's talking about. Well, listen in. Scottie, shout out my mate. Red Rose Radio, absolutely, John. Do you have a live camera with a back view? Yes, I probably do. Scottie, a true entertainer on TikTok. You're very, very kind, because obviously it's a lot to ask of the TikTokers. Are you the guy from Still Game? No, sadly, I'm not. And I was thinking today, it wouldn't be a bad thing to have a wee cameo role in Still Game. But somebody has told me I was the original inspiration for Still Game, because I wear the flat bonnet, you see. I was reading about Fitzroy McLean, the Eastern Approaches. What a man. Now, Murray, you'll know this, but Fitz, as I knew him, wonderful man, stayed in Stracar, big house, Stracar House, and he had the hotel as well. And he used to say, it's handy to have an hotel because you can put up people if you don't want them in the house. Anyway, he went back to, I think he started again in the Camerons as a private, right? So he was already an absolute top man, you know, and intelligence officer, all that stuff fits. And do you know, he had a wee old Morris Minor, and he used to go sea bathing in the morning when he was quite elderly, because he lived to a fair age. I can't remember. I think he might have made the ton, but lovely character, and what a terrific guy, as you say. The Commandos. He was also involved with the Commandos. My father knew him, Fitz. So there you go. And of course, he did all the stuff in Yugoslavia as well, dropped into Yugoslavia. But Churchill knew him well, and he knew Churchill well. Scottie, we're talking about my mammies. My mammy was an Olympic gold winner. She could throw the skull, the wooden shoe with the wee leather band. Good one, Craig. Mothers used to do that. They threw their slippers at you. Daft. What I found, they would try and give you a wee smack with the slipper. The best thing was to try and confiscate it off them. Nowadays, I don't think you can do that. They'd get the jail. Everybody's man pa would get the jail for giving you a wee palfrey. That's the top of the table. Here, there we are. Yes, they did. Absolutely. Jerry's laughing. My mum turned her shawl into a boomerang. Well, this is it. I mean, I gave somebody a boomerang for their birthday recently and wished them many happy returns. The Duke of Death. Scottie, I need to ask why you're no longer in the radio. Nothing I've said or done ever. McCLUE has never, ever, ever put a foot wrong. And I think we should be back on the radio. And I think, but as I say, I don't get as many phone calls as I used to. Used to have radio stations falling over themselves. And, you know, that was what it was about. And see, when I left Scott FM, the phone went non-stop. And one of them called me and he went, what happened? I said, don't know. He goes, right, I can't start you tomorrow. It would be Thursday. Jenny, I'm off now. Thanks. I'm away to get my tea and toast. Thanks, Scottie. See you. Jenny, have you ever tried a wee bit of the raspberry jam? If you're not allergic to it, on the toast. I had the raspberry jam, and I'll tell you what else I had last week. I had the brambles out the hedge. Lovely. And I was going to try the rose hips, but they'd gone. Does anybody know anything about rose hips? They're all too PC now. Craig, I know it's... You see, you've got to remember, McCLUE's an original. Nobody was telling me what to do or say. Oh, just the lovable lassie and myself. No ego, no nonsense, just you and I chit-chatting straight, talking to the listener or the viewer. Where I think McCLUE would be even better than the radio now. 1 hour at night, do what we're doing right now on the national telly. So, see when you've got all these programmes, you know, what's coming up, question time, and that's it. 11 o'clock, Scottie McCLUE. That's all. And we do an hour of this every night on the telly. Huge. I can remember a guy starting a television station, and I gave him a ring and I said, do you fancy the phone? He went, I fail to see, Scottie, how a Scottish phone-in would go on an English television station. And as soon as he said that, I knew I didn't want to work for him, because I thought, you fail to see. And a real top programmer is somebody that can see the big picture, that goes, that's what you do. Why don't you come down and we'll have a coffee? Yeah. I can remember a programmer wanted Scottie McCLUE on his station, and he spoke to his top manager, and his manager said, what are you thinking about? How are we going to get the audience up here? And he went, I was thinking about Scottie McCLUE. And he went, over my dead body. He said, listen, have a coffee with him, because the guy knows what he's talking about. I said, well, if you want to bring him in, I'll have a coffee. I'll listen to what he's got to say. Brilliant. So we had a half-hour meeting, and I left with a two-year contract. We had $1 million. That wasn't in the contract, but that's what I felt when I walked to the meeting. There were get a petition started. We want Scottie McCLUE back on the radio. I'm 55 years old. I was telling the ice cream shop how our shop started as an ice cream van, and they sold 2 chocolate wafers with the white ice cream. And it was called, and then, Craig, yes, you can't now. No, there we are. That's what it was called. Yes, you're absolutely right, but no, you can't nowadays. You'd get the jail. There we are. Any history with Hamilton, Scottie? Yes, I can tell you all about Hamilton. I tell you. Evening, Scottie. Damn, your camera quality is so good. So there you are. What do you record on, my friend? Leon, that's brilliant you saying that, because I am saving up for another camera. So there you are. So this is looking good. Does this look good? Guys, if you're watching me on TikTok, is the picture good and can you hear me okay? I remember rosehip syrup, Scottie. Jerry. Yes, the rosehip syrup. What was it called now? We shouldn't advertise. I think it was Del Rosa, was it? And it was red rosehip syrup, full of vitamins, very, very good for you. I tell you. What's happening here, guys? The time's flying in. I don't understand this. Has everybody on TikTok followed me? Nobody on TikTok should not be following Scottie McCLUE. Double negative. See what I just did there? Cod liver oil. The medicine of it. Cod liver oil. But I'll tell you what is apparently great. Castor oil. Now look up the properties of castor oil. And I can remember our medicine cabinet at home when I was wee. It was too high up, but I once got lifted up to see what was in it. And there was a big jar of cream called zinc and castor oil. And that was used for all sorts of wee cuts and grazes and things that you had. And what was the other one? Oh, yes. My father had lumbago, and my mother apparently put chili paste on. Chili paste. And then he put his kilt on top, and apparently spent the night almost on fire. See you also, Jenny. Bye, Scotty. Another fab show. Jenny, take great care of you. Love to you. Love to the cat. Love to Coco, the wee dog. Top for cuts. If you weren't crying from the cut, you were crying when your mother put the TCP on it. I remember somebody saying you should gargle with it, and we got it neat, and the tongue was on fire for a week. You have to be careful. Hi there. You could sit a little further away from your camera. The picture will be clearer. Thank you for sharing your experiences. All the best. Manita is in America. Manita, where are you? In the USA. And I'll learn to sit further away. It's just getting somewhere to put the camera. I can put it further away, but it's a wee bit higher up. But I'll sort that. I'll try and do some reorganizing this week. So there we are. Bye, everybody. Bye, Jenny. Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Remember the song, Owen? Cod liver oil and the orange juice. Hello, my friend from Aberdeen, mate. Oh, Alex, fit like loon. It's just grand to hear you on from Aberdeen. This is just bra. I tell you, the Japs salts. John, I think Japs salts were Glasgow. And health salts were the liver salts. Can you still get Andrews? And when you were a wee bit bloated from too much of the food and drink, as they put it, you had a wee spoonful of that and you had to not have too much, though, or you would have to run, as my mother used to say. You have to run. I've got to run. You had to take off. I am in Spokane, in Washington, says Manita. We love it. You're in DC, Manita. DINKY-DOO. A spoonful malt extract. Murray. Kepler's used to do that one, I can remember. And you got a big brown jar of malt, and you dug in your big spoon and got it shoved in your gob, and that was you. Do you know that gob is not impolite? You used to sometimes look up a word in the dictionary, it would say not now in polite use. Gob is not impolite because you used to cut meat up into gobbles. A little piece of meat that you could get in your mouth, in your gob, your gobble. So there we are. So shut your gob. I've sent you the Scottish horse stuff on Instagram there, Scotty. I hope you enjoy it. Lee, what a top man you are. Thank you so much. I tell you, it was like toffee. It was very nice. I still like the odd spoonful of malt extract. Very nice, I tell you. Malt, of course, is very calming and used in the brewing of beer. The malt. You used to be able to, I don't know if you can, you used to be able to purchase a home brew kit. And it was, you poured in, you boiled the water up and poured in, I can't mind how you did it. You poured in this great big gooey brown tin, poured it in, and it went in like syrup. And you stirred it and stirred it and stirred it. And then you had your bottles, a wee bit sugar to start them. You had to watch it because you could explode a bottle. You had to, because your home brew kit, and you could make your own beer. Your own beer. And my dad used to do his own wine. You could do that. There was what was called the wine circle. And they used to get rowan berries and elderberries and all that stuff and make a fruit wine. But I think your problem is it's quite difficult to calibrate. You're a gentleman, says Lee. Thank you, Lee. No, not D.C., Jerry. The state of Washington. The very northwest of the USA. Ah, Washington State, Manita, got you. Markilago, DINKY-DOO, Scottie. Greetings from Poland. You're looking well. I'm a lot better, Markilago, I have to tell you. That's the Count of Markilago. A good dram of malt whiskey is very calming too. Well, I don't take it now, Murray. I gave it up when I told you I was planning how many units that I had. I had to drive. I had to drive out your way. And I thought to myself, I was going out to Buchanan Castle and I thought to myself, so I work out the units. So the units were all right. We were fine. I thought, do you know what? I'm just going to chuck this because I can't be bothered. Then you can drive any time of the day or night, any hour of the day. And when the police, can I ask what you're doing about it this time of night, sir? You say, yes, I was just out visiting my granny or whatever. And there it goes. No problem at all. You had to check the specific gravity. Yes, now, what did you use? A something-ometer to check the specific gravity. You're just, John, you're bringing all this back, brew your own beer and what do we do and all that. It's fantastic. Guys, I need everybody following. If you're on the old TikTok there and you haven't followed, get following. It's free. Hello from Glasgow. What's your thoughts on Scotland going for independence? How would it affect the UK's finances? It wouldn't be terribly good for the UK. That's why Westminster's, well, scared stiff, really. They won't let us go, but they're scared stiff because Scotland brings in way over a third of the income. Scotland's been subsidising Westminster for years. So when you see Westminster frittering money, you know, like they did sending stuff away, you know, getting stuff into Europe, all that sort of idea. When you see all that being frittered away, that's Scotland's money that Scotland could use to rebuild its economy back to pre-Thatcher years. Hi from Florida, Wagner. We love you in Florida. Ian says, what about clabby-doos? Now, tell us more, a clabby-doo. Tell us more about it, Ian. Is that not seafood? I tell you. A hydrometer. Yes, the hydrometer, Murray. Thank you. I couldn't just bring it to mind. And you're absolutely right. So you had to put the hydrometer in to check the specific gravity. And was it not? Why does 16.3 ring a bell? Or am I just talking nonsense? Come on, Murray. You know, this is big stuff here. Use a hydrometer to measure. There you are. Excellent. And what did you pop it in? Like you would a thermometer? Or did you sit it in to get your specific gravity? I remember them well. I used to try to ferment those kits too. You had to be careful though, because if you got it wrong, you could be as sick as a dog. What's your thoughts on Reform UK? I think Reform UK would be better running Westminster and, you know, a national party running Scotland. See all this that the Unionist parties tried to say nationalism's divisive. It's not divisive. It would bring everybody together again. Once they realised, I mean, remember, all the power, the gas, the renewables, the wind, the wave, the peat, the coal, the wood, everything's in Scotland. The water, oil, you know, let's not kid ourselves. I've got to turn the wireless down. Yeah, no bother. There we are, Clyde Electrics, wonderful to have you. Scottish legend. I am Clyde Electrics, DINKY-DOO. What army were you in? I was in the... What was I in? I'll have a think and tell you. I love your beautiful, lovely way of speaking. When I lived in England, I had a B&B. It was a lovely time in my life. I met so many lovely people from all over the UK, and I learnt their beautiful ways. Manita, what a lovely, lovely thing to say. What a lovely lady you are. DINKY-DOO Andy, yes, thank you. Praying for your success. Musako, how lovely of you. What a lovely thing to say, I tell you. Dad's army, that's it. I was in Mum's army. And other countries too. The local defence volunteers. My father was in Dad's army, was in the Home Guard. And he was in the Home Guard because he was too young. And he remembers Home Guard unit in Greenwich. I used to have a picture of them all. And this big tall guy at the end of the line, that was my dad. And he remembers they were kicking open doors of old huts. They were looking for a German paratrooper one time. And then he got called up. And he went off to the Camerons at Fort George. And my grandfather, who'd been in the First World War in the 8th Argylls, he was in the Home Guard in the Second World War because he was too old to join up again. You put it in your brew, and it says on measure when ready. Well, you do with cider. That's what I used to make. You brew your own cider. That sounds quite powerful, I tell you. A friend of mine was telling me they live in Devon, and the old doctor, this guy got out his car, went into the doctor's, and the doctor went like this to him, how much? And he said, sorry? How much? How much are you drinking? He said, oh, 4 or 5 pints a day. Right, you're going to have to give it up. He said, how did you know? He said, I saw you getting out your car there. His joints were stiff with acid from the cider, the apples. You get clabby-doos on the West Coast. So a clabby-doo, is it seafood? Is it the big clams? What's your thoughts on the orange order? I don't order a lot of orange now. I used to order pineapple-ade. I used to order Iron Brew. I ordered Own Label Cola. I ordered ginger beer. And dandelion and burdock. But we weren't too big on the orange. Orange Aid it was at the time. So there you are. Get in, says D. DINKY-DOO. Craig, we love this. Health and age mean it's time for my bed now. Are you still going one up on me, Scottie? Craig, no, we have to pack this in about another 5 minutes anyway. It's just lovely we all get together throughout the world on a Saturday night for an hour. But is a Saturday night suiting everybody? I wouldn't mind. Murray, you know I am a huge one for trusting your judgment. So don't tell them your name, Pike. Pike. After Sivor. I tell you. Oh, well, I'll stay. I'll stay, Craig. Don't be dashing off. You know, because we've got lots to get through tonight. And it's been what a fabulous chat tonight, guys. Thank you, Jerry. You're a bright light in our lives, says Manita. There we are. I tell you. It's Scottie. I'm Scottie, Manita. Are you getting confused with Jerry? Are you talking to Jerry or are you talking to me? There we are. I'm Scottie. Your life should be longer, Scottie. Who agrees? Oh, Amy, I think an hour of McCLUE goes a long way. I tell you. Did you have a CB radio back in the day? My friend had one. 1-9 for a rig check. What am I hitting you with? Smokey and the Bandit? I tell you. A clappy-doo's a big muscle. Yes, I think so, Murray. Indeed. Try to sort out your technical problem. The YouTube sucks, said Jared. Jared, it's not a technical problem. It's just we could do with full fibre and we could do with a new camera. Shh. Sorry, you're doing a great wee job, camera. Don't you listen to him. There we are. Try and make it 2 hours. Breaker 19 for a copy. Well, Craig, I might be able to clear my itinerary, so I do have a wee bit more time. Sorry, Scottie, I thought I was talking to you. No, you know, but that's you talking to me now, Manita. You see, Jerry is one of our other lovely people that comes and joins us. So there we are. And Manita, is this your first time watching? Because it's lovely to have you with us. It really is, from Washington State, upstate Washington. Am I right? Have I said it right? I must come over. My friends just moved from Washington to New York. What an accent, man. Kitty, that's not an accent. That's just the way I speak. Always have done. Very interesting, I tell you. All right, what's going on here? We need another 20, 30 followers. Where are you, Scottie? I'm here. Don't say Scotland. Where am I from? Well, originally, obviously, Greenock, the green oak tree. You know, I was the man. Evening, Scottie. Joseph, I'd lovely to have you with us. Dinky-Doo. Hi, Susan. An hour just flies by. It's too quick. So there you are. Susan says she agrees we should have a wee bit longer. Well, maybe we'll talk about all this. But does a Saturday night at 9 o'clock suit you? Would you rather a Sunday night? Would you rather a midweek? I don't want to clash. Is that a military, Glengarry? Yes. Yes, I cannot tell you a lie. It is a military Glengarry. I salute you. When I was over in northern Italy, I used to stay with my aunt, who had vineyards and friends who did it commercially. And that was still the basic principle of crushing grapes and fermenting them to bottle. Isn't it beautiful? Beautiful. Welcome to the family, Manita. Come and join us. Milne Gavy, says Gerard. The sound of you. Milne Gavy, no guy. Do you know, I can remember National Newsreader. It was something about talking about election in Scotland. And they had 5 Scottish names to say and got 4 of them wrong. Do you still live near Greenock? No, Celtic. I live a bit away from Greenock now. Is that the Ulster hand in your cat badge? No. That's my family badge. That's the hand of justice. Yes, I am a lawman. For more viewers, maybe Wednesday, Thursday, Saturday night, people are frozen in front of the TV. Do you know, Craig, that might be an idea. As I say, if I'm changing my itinerary, maybe a Wednesday night or something like that. What's with the hat, Scottie? Well, we like it because I'm a wee bit of a baldy nowadays. Will I give you a quick flash? Or is that too much? Oh, that'll stop you asking what's with the hat. My actual name is Anita, right? But a little one, I couldn't say Anita, so Mamita became just for fun. Manita, I know. Lovely stuff. How do you say Malig? I think it's just Malig. I think, but I'm sure I did hear a Chuckster once say it Malig. But no, I think Malig. I think the Maligers would pronounce it Malig. So there you go. I'm baldy too, Scottie, but I usually wear a bonnet. Well, I've got a bonnet, you see. Bro, DINKY-DOO HP. Bonnet. Yes, we'll maybe put the bonnet on next time. Guys, I'm going to have to dash. I love you all so much. Night-night. Stick your tongue out. Woo!